Hi, everybody. It's John Corelli, your average guy with his average guy opinion. Today, I believe this is episode 49. I'm getting a little ahead. Maybe I'll end up with more than 365 episodes before the year is over. I'm an average guy, but I have a lot of opinions. Rush Limbaugh just died. Now, I'm not going to go crying. I think that's pretty obvious if you know how I feel about the right and how divisive they've been. And he was one of the original dividers, in my opinion, at least for my generation. I'm Gen X. I'm 17 years younger than Rush Limbaugh. Rush Limbaugh died at 70. I'm 53, but I was often forced to hear some of his opinions and his ramblings. Most of the problem I had with Rush was his self righteousness. He would often, if something came to pass, he'd go, "I told you this was going to come to pass, and it came to pass." He almost sound like a preacher sometimes, and that bugged me. He was not, for example, if he was wrong about something, he wouldn't say he was wrong about something. Never. That's not the type of person he was. I do think he would, like I say, he was one of, especially in the '90s. I think he was one of the original dividers of this country. He wrote a book called "The Way Things Ought to Be." All right. I'm more of an Al Franken fan when it comes to books like that. Um, I believe one of my favorite books by Al Franken was called Rush Limbaugh is a Big Fat Idiot. I'm more of that ilk. Yeah. But I'm not a hater either. I do not wish suffering on Rush Limbaugh or anyone like that. Even Donald Trump. You're going to be a dick. You're going to be out of here. Be nice. He's being a little vicious because I had the audacity to move him out of the way of the camera. He started trying to bite me. You can bite me. Anyway, so where was I when I was so rudely interrupted by this feline? Uh, God damn it. It's really hard to keep thoughts together when you're raising two kids, working, and dealing with this animal. It really is. I mean, because like I said, this is unscripted. I literally just found out that Rush Limbaugh died, so I'm trying to give some commentary on him. But I used to have to listen to him in a truck with my coworker in Cleveland back in the '90s. And actually, I love this guy. His name was Pat Cassidy, and we had a good time together for the year that we worked together. He was very right wing, but he was also one of those rare right wingers that was not religious. He was an atheist. We were fellow atheists. So he said he believed in science, but he also felt there was a common sense to Rush Limbaugh. I just didn't see it. So we argued about that a lot. But we would listen to his show in the mornings in Cleveland in the late '90s, like 1997. We would get into arguments, but we liked each other, so that was okay. If you scratch me, you're gonna fucking die. Stop it. You need to stop. You're about to get thrown out. And I don't care how much scratching you do at that door, you'll be out. Stop it. So that was pretty much where I got introduced to the world of Rush Limbaugh. It was in the late '90s. Like I think, like most Americans, he was one of the original dividers, in my opinion. Obviously he jumped on the Clinton anti-Clinton bandwagon, especially during those late '90s years with the Monica Lewinsky thing. And I'm quite sure he would say how wasteful these two impeachment hearings would be for Trump. I honestly don't know because I don't listen to him, but I can't imagine that he's changed his stance. I thought it was a pretty good example of poetic justice when he lost his hearing, like I want to say maybe 15 years ago. Not sure exactly when that happened, but I was like, wow, of all the garbage you foisted upon people's ears, there's no better poetic justice in this time than you losing your hearing. And of course, a guy that may often be anti-science, in another irony, ended up getting his hearing back through the miracle of modern science. Funny how that works. Also, a guy that would probably say, the scourge of drugs in this country, especially in the black communities, poor communities, is a real problem. But he also was addicted to opiates for a while. So often the ironies that come out of this man's mouth represent actually his side very well, because we've seen a lot of ironies when it comes to Trump and his supporters. The Law and Order irony, where, oh, I can't believe these BLM marchers and look at what they're doing and all the buildings they're burning down, and then you're gonna fucking kill 5 people in a coup on this great nation's capital. Shut the fuck up with your Law and Order bullshit, especially when the Law and Order people themselves are corrupt. Stop it. So he died of cancer. I didn't really look up what type of cancer. I saw he had it, I think, a couple months back. And like I said, I don't wish for anyone to suffer. That's not the type of guy I am. Even the worst people, I don't wish anyone to suffer in this life. I don't want anyone to have pain. In fact, I think it's a good thing. The less pain you have, probably the more healthy of a person you're going to be. Do not jump up here. I am going to give some pain to this cat very soon because I don't know why he's being a little asshole this morning. It's just maybe, ooh, maybe Rush Limbaugh came back in the form of this cat. He's like, you're talking shit about me. Maybe. I don't know what your deal is. Should I start calling you Rush instead of Boba now? Is that what should happen? Oh my God, that's a funny thought. See, this is why I don't script these things. So you can get my cat's tail swishing. You can understand that I don't make words very well anymore because my brain's losing it, and that I am maybe the anti-Rush Limbaugh. I don't have too much else to say about him, except that I just feel like he was the mouthpiece of a very divisive element in this country. I'm not going to say there aren't divisive mouthpieces on the left. They definitely exist. But I think maybe some of those mouthpieces exist because Rush existed and was so powerful. And it was just hard. And then what's worse is he emboldens, like Trump, emboldens some people that should honestly just stay the fuck quiet. Because yeah, I'm an average guy with my average guy opinions, but I do have a 4-year degree. I do try to stay on top of things, and I actually have a functional brain that will listen to things, whereas these people would just respout Rush's stuff. And it was just, I was like, okay, do you know, how about this, this, and this? And you name some facts on the other side of the fence, and they just blow them off. It's like, wait, are you going to actually listen to the other side of the argument? Or are you just going to be a mouthpiece for the mouthpiece? And that's frustrating. It will be interesting to see the rest of the day. Like I say, it's 11 in the morning exactly, Mountain Standard Time. So I just got on this. It will be interesting to see how the news media organizations treat this. I'm sure Fox is going to probably canonize him. What is today? Oh gosh, it's my friend's birthday. My friend Robert. So I'll have to see what he thinks about this. But February 17th will forever be known as Rush Limbaugh Day. Oh. In about a week, I'll probably do a video about Malcolm X. I believe he died on February 25th in 1965. I'll check and make sure, maybe in the 21st. Well, I might do a thing about Malcolm X because he's a public figure that I happen to know pretty well, especially for an average white guy. Probably know more than the average black guy about Malcolm X. I just find him fascinating. I've read a lot about him. Anyway, I got about 2 more minutes. I don't know if I can kill it or not. You know what I'll do in my 2 minutes? I like to do some shout outs because yesterday was an unusual day because doing comedy in Denver, hosting a mic like I do get to meet some amazing people and some amazing creators, and I'd like to give them a shout out here at the end. 2 of my friends are named Max Aguiar and Logan Dimert. I hope I got his name right. It may be Dimert, but I'm pretty sure it's Logan Dimert. And they made a really crazy film called Veneer. They also made their first film was called The Doors Between Us. Veneer crushes it. You can tell they're growing as filmmakers, and it's just a fun film, and I hope you get it. Once again, it's called Veneer. Their website is called, or their platform, I don't even know what to say. I'm an old man, but they're called JankyJank Productions, and I'm sure you can find them if you look for them. I believe they do videos about video games too, because janky is when a video game's not working well, they call it janky. Another creator in town, he just did a short called Police Cops. I'm actually in it. I'm wearing a mustache. I have a small part in it, but that's not why I want you to watch it. I want you to watch it because Ben Bryant is a wonderful creator. I've been in another video of his. If you get to look up the Great Italian Cooking Show, it's a 30-second short I was in where I'm also an Italian guy wearing a mustache, and it's a funny short. And Ben's such a pro, and he's such a nice guy, and he's so fucking funny. And he used a bunch of Denver comics in this video called Police Cops. The trailer for it's out. The short is not out yet. So I wanted to give a shout out to those guys. I'm trying to think if I had any more shout outs. I probably should. Zach Goldberg, David Germain, Mo Vita. There are a bunch of people just doing creative content, and you should check him out. If you have any questions, ask in the comments. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for listening. And believe it or not, rest in peace, Rush Limbaugh. I have no issues with you personally. I just think you were a divisive part of this community we call the United States of America for the last 20 or 30 years. All right, peace and love to you all. I will not be divisive, at least not for now. See you guys next time. Thanks for listening. Bye.